everybody. It's Carroll, the dietitian again. And this month our topic is going to be vitamin C. And in conjunction with vitamin C, taking a look at some citrus fruits since it's the time of the year for those. Citrus fruits are considered a winter produce and you can find them in abundance this time of year. They're a very good source of vitamin C. So we're going to talk about vitamin C and its role in your diet, and then we'll finish up with taking a look at some of these. Okay, vitamin C is also known by its chemical name of ascorbic acid, and it plays a really vital role in maintaining many of your body's functions. We as humans, we are unable to synthesize vitamin C ourselves, meaning the only way that you can get vitamin C is to ingest it. So you have to eat some form of vitamin C. Your bodies do not make it. It plays a role in maintaining your healthy skin, blood vessels, bones. It helps protect your cells, your eye health, and it helps to boost your immunity, but it will not prevent disease. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. It has a vital role in wound healing and in protein metabolism. So in regards to wound healing, vitamin C helps in the synthesis of collagen, and collagen is a very essential component of wound healing. If you're ever in the healthcare center, if you ever had a wound, you might be prescribed additional vitamin C to help promote wound healing. Another good use of vitamin C is it improves the absorption of iron in your diet, and this is the iron that's found in plants or maybe in an iron supplement. So your body does a really good job absorbing iron from meats and beef, chicken, fish. It does a great job absorbing iron from that. But there's also iron in plants and in breads and in grains, and your body doesn't do a great job of absorbing it. One of the most famous uses of vitamin C is in the prevention of scurvy. Unfortunately, many of the sailors found this out the hard way. As many years ago, many of them would develop scurvy, and some actually die on long-distance sea travel. Scurvy can cause anemia, pain in the arms and legs, swelling of your legs, ulcers, can eventually lead to death. A physician who worked in the Royal Navy is credited with proving that scurvy can be successfully treated with just a serving of citrus fruit every day. This disease, you very rarely find it anymore, especially in established countries, but you can still find it in individuals suffering from extreme malnutrition or diseases that cause malabsorption, but it's very easily treated. Something as small as just this little clementine a day would have enough vitamin C to prevent scurvy. Now, vitamin C itself, this is just a generic version of vitamin C, is a water-soluble vitamin, and your body can only absorb so much of it. The recommended daily allowance for vitamin C ranges anywhere from 75 to 90 milligrams a day. 75 if you're a woman, 90 if you're a man. If you're a smoker, you have a higher vitamin C requirement, but not much more, about 35, 40 milligrams more a day if you're a smoker. The average amount of vitamin C in an over-the-counter tablet like this one is 500 milligrams. So if you only need 75 to 90 milligrams a day, you can see that just one of these a day provides you far in excess of what you need. In fact, this provides you with 550% of your average daily needs. So just one of these a day is all that you need. Okay. If you take in more than you need, which you would if you have one of these a day, your body's just going to excrete the excess vitamin C in your urine. Vitamin C has low toxicity. It doesn't cause serious adverse effects at high intakes, but a sign that you might be taking too much is some nausea, maybe some abdominal cramps. Experts recommend that you don't take more than 1,000 a day, so that would be 2 of these, but that you can take up to 2,000 a day without adverse effects. But again, it's not necessary. If you take in more than what your body can absorb, you're just going to excrete it in your urine. Okay. There are some groups that are considered at risk for vitamin C deficiency. Smokers, hence they have a higher daily requirement. Individuals who have very limited food variety or intake, or individuals with malabsorption diseases, or patients who have end-stage renal disease and that are on dialysis. All of that can easily be taken care of by a little supplement or, again, a serving of any type of citrus fruit. There's other foods high in vitamin C too. We'll talk about those. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was vitamin C in the common cold. So many, hundreds and hundreds of studies have been conducted looking at the use of vitamin C in the prevention of the common cold. And every study that I read and a review of the literature took a look at whether taking it continuously prior to getting a cold or starting the vitamin C after you got a cold, if it was effective at all. And what they found was that it did not reduce the risk of developing a cold. But if you were taking vitamin C prior to getting a cold, it seemed like your symptoms might be a little bit less. So long story short, even though everybody likes to pop vitamin C this time of year and for the prevention of a cold, it doesn't seem to prevent your cold, but it might make your symptoms less severe or less long. So to just sum up vitamin C, it's a water-soluble vitamin. You can get plenty of it just in your average daily diet. If you do take a supplement, you don't need anything more than the minimum, and they typically sell it about 500 milligrams. And if you take in more than you need, your body's just going to get rid of it. So there's many foods that have vitamin C. It's present naturally in all kinds of forms. We tend to focus on citrus because citrus is so high in vitamin C, and this is the time of year that citrus is in abundance. You could get it as a dietary supplement as well, and it can also be added to foods. I've seen vitamin C fortified in cereals and vitamin C fortified in some juices, like cranberry juice is naturally high in vitamin C, but some cranberry juices are fortified with vitamin C. Best sources are fruits and vegetables. So again, I have just a variety of citrus fruits here. Tomatoes are also high in vitamin C. Red and green peppers are high in vitamin C. This little fruit, a kiwi, that's a good source of vitamin C. Broccoli, strawberries, papayas. But I think the thing that you'll see is that these are all fruits and vegetables. The vitamin C content in your food can decrease over time for long storage. So if you have a refrigerator full of oranges, 2-3 weeks later, the vitamin C content of that oranges is going to be reduced. It still has plenty of it, but it does reduce over time. But the biggest waste of vitamin C is cooking. Since vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin, when you heat it or boil it, the vitamin C is going to leach out of it. The good news is that the foods that are highest in vitamin C tend to be fruits and vegetables, which you can eat raw or minimally processed. So 5 servings a day of any type of fruit or vegetables, mixed or matched. It doesn't have to be citrus fruits, doesn't have to be red peppers, but any type of servings of fruits and vegetables mixed and matched over the course of a day, you more than exceeded your vitamin C intake that you need. Good ways to incorporate citrus foods in your diet besides your morning glass of orange juice. You might want to make yourself a citrus salad. If you were given a box of oranges over the holidays like I was, I took the time one day and I just sectioned all my fruits and mixed them together for a citrus salad. You could add sliced fruit to your morning cereal, or you could top your salad at night with some fresh fruit and maybe a little red pepper, something like that, to add some crunch. We're going to have some recipes available for you. I have one for a vinaigrette, a citrus-based vinaigrette that you could make up and have in your refrigerator. I have one for a broiled grapefruit. It's real quick, it's real easy, and it's just a nice different way to use grapefruit. And then our chefs will be adding some citrus to the menus for the next couple weeks. You can also freeze citrus. I'd never thought of freezing citrus. And I have a little handout that I will leave out by the bistro about how to freeze citrus. You can actually freeze whole oranges or whole fruit, but how you freeze it depends on how you want to use it when it's defrosted. So there's different ways to freeze your fruit so that you get best use of it once it's defrosted. Okay. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to tell you about is, don't forget, you can always zest your fruit. Just a little zest, and you can save that in a little Ziploc bag, toss that in your freezer, and then you could just use that zest, sprinkle it on like hot cooked rice to make your rice, a little bit fruity. You can top your chicken or fish with it. You can add a zest to just about anything. And every time you do that, you're adding a little bit of vitamin C as well. So that's all I have for this month. I hope you all stay healthy out there. Wear your masks, and add some vitamin C containing foods to your diet. Thanks so much.